CEO of the Year award this year at the Asia Pac HRM Congress at the Global HR Excellence Awards presented to you by Accor in association with Airtel, and its cash is presented to Mr. Anand Mahindra, Vice Chairman and MD, Mahindra and Mahindra Limited. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you can all see, Raju Bhatia is an intimidatingly competent negotiator. And when he spoke to me about this award, he said it won't come free, and I'd have to make a long acceptance speech. Fortunately, I'm no slouch when it comes to negotiation myself, so I worked out with him that I would follow Franklin Roosevelt's famous dictum, which is essentially to be sincere, brief, and then promptly be seated. So let me sincerely, first of all, thank you all, Arun, Raju, all of you at the HRM Congress, for this excessive generosity on your part. And it's a especially meaningful award for me, ladies and gentlemen, because it comes from the HR community. When I joined Mahindra and Mahindra 17 years ago, there were just two functions reporting to me, and one of them was HR. And I never complained about the paucity of my portfolio because I quickly discovered that if you have HR, then as we say in India, dunya muthi mein, you have everything. And essentially, CEOs discover very quickly that leadership is more about winning hearts and minds than controlling systems or processes or finance. Everything else is really a structure. It's a skeleton, an exoskeleton, and if you want to breathe life into it, you need to get your HR right. At the same time, when we recognize leadership in individuals, it's a common failing around the world to make them out to be miracle makers. And we see them walking on water, and we don't see, it's often just under the surface, and that's why we don't see it, these big rocks, the boulders that this miracle maker is stepping on. So I want to thank today Mr. Rajiv Dubey, the group head of our HR. So I want to thank him and all his colleagues. Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you for making me appear to look like I'm walking on water. But again, once again, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
No, the privilege is mine actually to ask you if there's one architectural design that you have for India as a future, and a very conscious citizen of this country, what would that design be?
I wish you hadn't used the word architecture because in my nefarious past is 2 years in the JJ College of Architecture. I was a failed architect. I left. Actually, it was because the college was on strike for 9 months and I finally got bored of being there. I went abroad. But when you talk about the architecture of a good India, I think, Professor Kaufman, you talked about the Hilton example, about keeping things simple in our ambitions. And any of you, and you said how many? 60 speakers from abroad? It doesn't take much to realize when you visit India that despite all the aspirations, all the incredible progress we've made, the dynamic quality of the people here, the incredible potential, you just have to walk around to understand what disparity we struggle with. And the kind of duality that exists here, the deprivation, along with the kind of achievement. I don't think any of us can want any kind of India with any architecture that has people in two separate kinds of buildings, one a palace and the other a slum. I'd like to see an architecture of one home which is comfortable for all.